Yo, what you lot saying? Let me just quickly see how many of you are in here. Before we start, just some watching the Juve game in the background. Before we start, just some housekeeping, please, folks. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Quite a lot of you already here at the gate just to tune into my pain. So I'm surprised, but not really surprised that it's like that because I am quite mouthy to other clubs. So listen, I guess here people are here to dunk on me, so to speak. Let me just do the usual roundup and go through some comments early on. Let me go through some comments first, and then we'll start. Okay, so loads of Antobio comments. Big up, John. Smash the like button. As I said, folks, make sure you smash that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. Let's get it to at least 100 likes by the end of this stream. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. In fact, I'm going to up it. 150 likes. Fuck it. Let's get it to 150 likes before the end of the stream. Wanna POP says, was this result worse than Man United? It's infinitely worse. Infinitely worse. At least Man United got a point. Everyone keeps talking about how Man United have been poor, but at least they ain't lost. They ain't lost. Okay. I'm ignoring Sidda. He says, but it was all Jose's fault. And then another guy says it was all Nuno's fault. These guys, if I get any more of these comments, I'm not even going to entertain them. I'm just going to block you from the stream. So try me today. Try me today. Let's see if you think I'm in a playful mood. Miles says we need Skip and Dyer back immediately. Bruv, what does that say about the state of our team when we're begging for Skip and Dyer to be back in? No disrespect to Skip, because I think he's done relatively well this season, but he's an okay player at best. And Dyer, who's been one of the biggest liabilities that we've had over the last couple of years, we're begging for him to come back into this team. And we actually need him, which tells you everything you need to know about the current state of affairs. Some saying even Conte can't save Spurs. Yeah, you're right. He signed shit plays in the summer and didn't sell enough deadwood. Okay, let's skip. Matisse is in the comments. Cool. This nerd, he's been waiting and waiting. Obviously, his team won the Club World Cup yesterday. Shai Havertz scored a penalty and they're all popping boners, but fair play. They're literally champions of the world. So what can I say to that? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. So I guess Matisse has the last laugh yet again. Okay, let's see. I don't know who this Jeff Chad guy is, but he's putting in some funky ass comments. So I'm just going to block this guy straight off the bat. What the fuck? Okay. Ravi says, Hugo on that first goal, what was he doing for a man of his talents? We'll get on to Lloris, don't worry. Ollie says, people are rightly talking about the second goal as the clown show it was. But for me, the first goal is even worse. Just no one closing down. They are just watching, bro. Bro. Yeah. Ball watching as per. Let's see. Let's see. CeeLo345 says, feel it for Conte. Actually can't fix a broken car. MOT failing every time. Okay. Freddie SP says, no creativity and poor finishing. Yeah. Alex says, Antobio Conte gonna leave. Antobio is hilarious. Okay. Why doesn't Bergwijn start over Lucas Moura? Again, I'll get onto my theory on Spurs' sort of savior complex later on to address this point. So I'll star it because it's just, I'll get onto that in a second. And then let me just get on some more comments. Miles says Conte won't achieve anything with this club with dead players like this. I'm kind of looking back because I think Poch overachieved. Okay. Go Getter says, please, I beg, get Sanchez, Davies, Winks, Doherty, Royale all out. Guna Vettel says, how can all the top 4 contenders be so bad together? This might get interesting, maybe Wolves sneak in there. Maybe. I mean, I don't think Wolves have enough goals, but when you play like the way we did today and literally gift Wolves chances, then boy, maybe they can rack up some of those goals. Jimenez, let me actually see this guy's record. It's scary. It's scary. Let me just quickly check Raul Jimenez. He back today? Oh, he back today, didn't he? And I like Jimenez. I think he's a good player who suffered a horrific injury, but I just got to keep it a buck when I see his stats. Okay, so I'm just checking this in the background. As I expected, Jimenez 5 league goals in 21 appearances, the same as Harry Kane, to be honest, which is poor in itself. But yeah, it's poor. But yeah, that was so Jimenez scored against Southampton back in the 15th of January. So that's Jimenez's first Premier League goal in just almost a month. Okay, so yeah, I'm watching the Juve game. That's very poor from, I think that's Vlahovic. That's just giving that away. That's poor. But yeah, I think you get my point around Wolves being toothless. We all watched the Arsenal game midweek. We watched the Arsenal game midweek, and yeah, they were so toothless against Arsenal. Arsenal defended well, but they were so toothless. But I think the one thing we knew today was that if they went into the lead ahead of us first, it was going to be very problematic. So let me just right along with my agenda then. So got through some of the comments. There's 206 of you live viewers in here. Please make sure to smash that like button again. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep doing all of that good stuff. Thank you for the ongoing support. Matisse, this fucking nerd in the comments, just spamming. Bro, don't you have some Naruto to go watch, man? Go watch some Naruto with your little nerdy friends, yeah? And we'll speak tomorrow. You can get your shots off tomorrow. I'll be there on the Big Six. Quote me as well. On the Big Six, I'm not even going to speak. When it comes to Spurs, I'm not even going to speak. Let them say whatever they want to say. Yeah, I don't care. Nothing can feel worse than the feeling I felt today and midweek. So honestly, cook me. I don't care. I'm not going to stick up for this team. I don't care. So yeah, Matisse, start doing your write-ups. Get your jokes ready for tomorrow. It is what it is. The game's the game. So yeah, let me get back onto my agenda. Now, you all know how much I love Antonio Conte. Antonio. I love this guy as a manager. Like, elite, doesn't talk shit, says the real. But I must say, and I've tried to sort of take away from or move away from like being heavily critical in the lineup, because ultimately there's not going to be any lineup that I'm going to be pleased with until our squad is significantly improved. I'm never really going to be totally comfortable with any sort of lineup. But today, I must say, it was poor from Antonio Conte to not go for the 3 in midfield. I get it. Højbjerg was shocking midweek. I honestly get it. But at the same time, when you saw the second half, when Brighton were playing well for that 15-minute spell, and when you saw the whole of the Southampton game where they just capitalized on our lack of midfield options, you would have thought that he would pad the midfield, go for a 3-man midfield instead of a 2-man midfield, because fundamentally some of our midfielders, they just can't play. They just can't play in a 2. Yeah, they can't play in a 2. So just play the 3-man midfield. The 3-man midfield is what's given us our better performances this season. So I just don't get why he didn't go for that. Today he went for Bentancur and Winks. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. What a goal from Malinowski. Wow. I'm trying to speak on this game, but Malinowski has just scored an absolute howitzer against Juventus. What a goal. Wow. What a goal. Pick that out of the net. Flipping hell. What a screamer. Jesus Christ. For anyone who's got this game on in the background, please go and see this Malinowski goal. Oh my God. Wow. Jesus Christ. What a screamer. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Flipping hell. But yeah, let me get back. Let me get back on topic. Yeah, I felt Conte, it was poor from him, man, today with that midfield. I know Højbjerg was shit midweek. I know Winks was shit midweek, but this is what we've got. And I felt like he needed to play the three-man midfield, and he didn't today. And Bruno Lage even spoke around it as well. Like, he saw that we had the two midfield, and he targeted that and put, and specifically put more bodies in the midfield to cripple us, and it worked. And it worked. It really worked. And then I felt Sessegnon starting today. Like, I'm sorry, Cess has no business starting. Cess has no business starting today. Like, I don't really know what warranted that move. I know Reguilon was wasteful with the ball on Wednesday, but where we have no Europe now, like, the team should really be set. I don't want to be seeing Sessegnon play must-win games. I'm not digging him out because I know he got substituted early on, but I don't see why he's starting. Cess isn't good. Cess is actually quite poor. The only reason why we give Cess any bit of leeway is because of the injuries and the fact that Antonio Conte is here as the manager. So you would hope that Conte can get something out of Sessegnon as a wing back, but he's just not good enough. So yeah, oh wow. Vlahovic is in. He's fluffed it. So as far as the lineup is concerned, Cess shouldn't have started. Conte got it wrong with the midfield three, and then even Matt Doherty at right back or right wing back or whatever. Our fans, the amount of fans that I saw midweek saying, "Oh, drop Emerson, Doherty should start. Oh, this is that and the other." Again, what I meant by savior complex is Spurs. Because our squad is so shit. We have this sort of savior complex where when a player hasn't played for like 2, 3, 4, 5 games on end, we forget how bad that player is and pretend as if that player can remedy the situation that we have right now. We did it a lot of times last season. Last season, every time Lamela would have his usual customary 4 or 5 games of shitness, Moura would be on the bench and we'd be like, oh no, Lamela's so poor, drop him. Lucas Moura needs to start. Then he'd come into the team and he'd stick the joint out. Oh no, drop him. Bergwijn needs to start. Bergwijn's going to be the one to save us. This is that and the other. We have this weird savior syndrome. And it's evidently displayed this season. Yeah. Matt Doherty was rubbish against Chelsea. Just because he came on for the second half against Leicester and looked remotely decent for the first time in a long time. So what? Does that take away from a year and a half's worth of shocking form? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Sorry, I just want to zero in on this comment here from Patrick. Didn't you say White Hart Lane would become a... When did I say that? I said we need... If we can win games, if we can play like we did against Brighton, if we can actually win games, then we can try and turn it into a fortress. I didn't say it would be. You have to win. You have to win to turn the ground into a fortress. Spurs play a lot of home games between now and the end of the season. All I'm asking for is repetition. Repetition. So, yeah, the point I'm making on this whole savior syndrome is when players are out of our team, players that we know are not good enough, we believe that they can come in and give us something different when they've showing nothing to suggest that will be the case. It's like now fans are saying, "Oh, Lucas Moura's been playing." Inevitably, Lucas Moura's form has dipped as per because he's not reliable, and now we're saying, "Oh, why is Bergwijn not starting ahead of Lucas Moura?" But then when Bergwijn gets run of games, he won't really make a significant difference. He won't. He won't. Same way with Emerson and Matt Doherty. So what? Same way with Winks, Højbjerg. What's going to change? We're always having to try and rely on like one or two players to be our saviors in this team when fundamentally the whole squad is jacked. The squad is pants. It's not good enough. The squad's not good enough, but yet we expect that bang average players, one or two bang average players, are going to be the solution. Son and Kane are struggling here and there in some matches, but yeah, sure, Dyer's going to be the one to come in and change our fortunes. Emerson plays poorly, but yeah, sure, Matt Doherty is going to be the one to come in and give us that offensive quality that he hasn't shown in his entire time at Spurs. I just don't understand it. But anyway, yeah, let me just move on to my next point. So that is the lineup. I felt Conte got that wrong today. I felt his substitutions could have been better, but hey ho. Yeah, I think he needs to improve in that respect. I think he really wants this team to play the way he wants to play, which is with a two-man midfield. But we don't have the players or the numbers. We don't. We only have 4 midfielders at our disposal. I get it. Playing 3 out of 4, cool. It only leaves one on the bench, but this is what we were saying. We've left ourselves short-handed. But this is it now. We have to play free midfield for the foreseeable future. We have to. We absolutely have to, because when we play in a 2, we struggle. Certain men are consistently giving away the ball. Certain men can't cover enough spaces. Certain men are getting numerically dominated. So that's on Conte. That's on Antonio Conte. You can see that the midfield is struggling with a 2-man. Switch it to a 3. Switch it to a 3, because what did he do? Like 35 minutes in today, he switched it to a 4-2-3-1. Oh, what a miss. Jesus Christ. Juve got lucky there. Switched it to a 4-2-3-1. So my thinking is, my thinking is, why didn't you just start over with a 3-5-2 to begin with? Why do we have to persist with Lucas Moura attacking with Son and Kane? Just go with what worked best for us. Go with what worked best for the midfield. Anyway, that's my point on Conte and the lineup. I think he should do better there. But what I'm not going to have is people pretending that Antonio Conte hasn't improved Spurs. 3 losses in a row is not good. It's poor. It's poor, but chance creation has gone up. Goals scored has gone up. Spurs are now into the round of 16 for the FA Cup, Middlesbrough away. If we make that, we're in the quarterfinals, the 6th round. Yeah. Before Antonio came in, no Spurs fan was talking about top 4. No Spurs fan was talking about top 4. Since Antonio Conte came in a week ago, Spurs were the favourites. So how has it gone from Spurs being favourites, according to these same Spurs fans, for top 4 to now saying Antonio Conte hasn't improved anything? That's a lie. Yeah, the performances haven't all been great, but surely that's a reflection of the team. The performances have improved. The goal scoring has improved. The chance creating have improved. These were things that we were struggling to do to even a basic level before Antonio Conte came in. So I don't get this notion that he hasn't improved anything. It's bullshit. It's a total lie. And it's people being disingenuous. Because on a macro level, it's easy to say, oh, yeah, Spurs have lost 3. Conte's not improved anything. But watch the games. Watch the games for 90 minutes. Watch the games from when he came in through to present in comparison to the games before he came in under Nuno. And then tell me he's not made a difference. But yeah, that's my rant on that. Okay. Yeah, let me move on to the actual game itself. Now, oh, what a screamer from Malinowski. Now, this player that I'm about to savagely criticize is a player that I have always stuck up for. Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris, Captain Fantastic. We celebrated when Lloris got a new contract. Why? Because he deserved it. And irrespective of what I'm about to say now, Lloris has been easily a top 3 best players this season. Easily. I don't even want to hear any debate. Lloris has been our top 3 best players easily and had a great campaign last year. Even with the mistakes. Even with the dodgy period in January, Lloris was one of our best players last year and has been one of our best players this year. But this is why Hugo Lloris is not rated as a world-class goalkeeper. I get it. Age is one thing that people will mention, but the truth of the matter is Lloris has had these mistakes in his locker throughout his time at Spurs. He's always good for 1 or 2 games a season where he does clangers like this, and it's just not on. You are a fucking captain. Look at the first, every single goal we conceded today was largely down to him. At fault for both goals. 2 horrible, unnecessary errors under minimal pressure. Shocking errors. Look at the first goal we conceded. Listen, I'll talk about the fact that nobody's closing down Ruben Neves when he's lining up to shoot. Players ball watching again, just like they did against Southampton. No one talking to each other, as per. But once you save the first attempt and someone tries to header the second attempt, yeah, cool. There is no need for Lloris to punch that. I've watched Ramsdale at times, and I say stuff like, "Oh, he play acts for the camera," because I think he does at times. He does unnecessary saves that he doesn't need to. That was literally Lloris today for the first goal. Why on God's why are you punching that ball? All he needs to do is literally catch the ball, smother it, roll onto the ground, safe. Spurs are safe. There is what part of your brain has sort of triggered you to punch that ball? Like, why is that your default reaction? Just catch the ball. You can already see that the team's disorganized and disheveled. Like, why is your first instinct to punch this ball? I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's lunacy. It's proper lunacy. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Neil says Hennessy Hugo. Bruv, what he did, he may as well have been drunk, because only a drunk man could make such a terrible decision. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh my God, I'm literally just, and I'm going to watch Match of the Day again to put myself through the torture, but it's like, what are you playing at? Like, what are you playing at? Just catch the ball. Catch the fucking ball. He literally punches it to Jimenez, and Jimenez has all the time in the world to chest the ball, control it, and volley it into the roof of the net. It's the easiest goal Jimenez will score this season. The easiest goal Jimenez will score this season. Why? Because it was gift wrapped to him on a plate. On a plate. We literally said, here you go, Jimenez. Go on. Here's your goal. Go score it. That's what we said. We saw Wolves have all of the ball, play against 10 men for a good 30 minutes, and they could not break them down, because when a team's organized, Wolves don't have the offensive quality to break them down. And that's shown this season. Let me actually look at the number of goals they've scored this season. Let me look at the number of goals they've scored this season, Wolves. So Wolves have scored 20. They've played 23 games and they've scored 21 goals. They don't even have a goal a game. They're not even averaging a goal a game. They're not averaging a goal a game, and they could have walloped us today. They could have hammered us today, because we consistently gave them the ball in promising areas. Like, I want to praise Wolves today, and I will. I'll praise the defensive performance. I will. We'll get onto that in a second. I'll praise the defensive performance. But nobody can watch this game today and tell me that Wolves sliced apart Spurs today all on their own doing. Because when you look at the goals they conceded, they had a huge helping hand from Tottenham. Every single good chance they created was as a result of us literally passing the ball to them in a precarious position. And Lloris, that starts with you. Shocking, horrendous goalkeeping. And it puts us on the back foot unnecessarily in a must-win game. That was a must-win game today, and our own fucking captain has put in a performance like that. That is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. It's not on. Absolutely pathetic. It makes a mockery of the performances that he's put in this season, because you know what people are going to say, right? And I don't even care about people's opinions. I care about the fucking result. The guy has been class all season. Wow, Juve have just equalized 1-1. Vlahovic is back again. This guy is a bagsman. Crazy bagsman. Another player we missed, 1-1. Right at the end as well. Stoppage time, bagsman. But you're our captain. You know the significance of this game. You know the significance of this fixture. You knew how imperative it was that Spurs get 3 points. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And then people will say, we'll talk about Conte. What the fuck is Conte meant to do about that? What is Conte meant to do about that? It's just, yeah. Yeah, let me just go through some comments. So Sheila says, shocking from Lloris. Yep. Neil says he's got it in him. Why are you shocked? I'm not shocked. Where did you hear me say I'm shocked? I literally started this by saying Lloris is good for a usual disaster class every year. Whether it's 1 game, 2 games, 3 games. And it's happened today. There is no shock about it. There's no shock about it whatsoever. Because we've seen this from Lloris before. It's just pathetic. It's not on. It's not on. You're a captain. You're a fucking captain. It's not on. It is not fucking on. That's 3 L's on the trot. 3 L's. I'm going Manchester next week for the game. I already accepted that that's going to be a battering. This was long before Southampton and today. I already accepted that was going to be a battering because I thought, you know what, cool. We'll get hammered in this game. But if we can beat Southampton and Wolves, at the very least, you've given yourself a little bit of a cushion heading into that game. Now, you're heading into that game off of 3 L's. A ground where we've been slapped silly left, right, and centre in recent years. Boy, let me just say this. I'm taking that day out in Man City just to chill with my friends, to see Big Steve. That's it. Don't talk to me about the football. I'm just there merely as a fan to support the team. But as far as expectations, we are going to get walloped. Walloped. And I wouldn't even be shocked if Lloris makes another clanger there as well. I wouldn't. But anyway, that's the first goal. That's the first goal. The first mistake from Lloris. The second mistake from Lloris. Again, with this playing out from the back, bullshit. Jose tried it. Poch tried it. Nuno tried it. Conte's trying it. Spurs fundamentally do not have the players to play a cohesive style out the back. When you have players who treat the ball like a hot potato, like Sanchez, Lloris, who's not really confident with the ball at his feet, it doesn't work. Despite how classy he's been this season. Everything I'm saying about Lloris, please don't let it take away from the fact that this guy has been quality for Spurs this season. But it's just frustrating. Please just see my position. It's just frustrating when you know a goalkeeper is as good as he is. Like, you've been so good, but I know that for 1 or 2 games this season, you're going to lose us the match. How bizarre is that? How bizarre is that? It's absolutely bizarre. Let's talk about the second goal. The second goal, Lloris receives the ball from Davinson Sanchez. Yeah? Receives the ball from Sanchez. He's got all the time in the world to pass to Ben Davies. And he makes a pass that takes Ben Davies. out of his standing position, and puts him on the back foot. It's a wonky and unnecessary pass. It's a hospital pass that puts Ben Davies under pressure. A lot of people are blaming Ben Davies for the clearance. And yes, the clearance could have been better. He could have kicked it out for a throw-in. He could have used more power and lumped it upfield. You didn't have to hit it in such a way that it goes straight to Dendoncker. But me personally, I'm putting the blame on Hugo Lloris for that goal. You have caused panic for no reason. We already have chaotic defenders. We already have shit defenders who panic anyway. They don't need their goalkeeper causing more panic. You have put Ben Davies on the back foot, and now he's struggling to reach the ball and clear the ball before the Wolves player comes in and intercepts. He panics, he boots the ball, and it goes straight to Dendoncker, who slips in Semedo, who actually had a really good game, by the way. Semedo's actually been relatively decent for Wolves this season, and he's a player I don't rate, but he's been decent, which is more than I can say for any of our right backs. They slip the ball into Semedo. Semedo finds Podence, who finds a way to work the goalkeeper, works his shot off. Sanchez, and I can't remember which defender it was, Sanchez and whichever defender who was defending it was unlucky. They were unlucky in their attempts to block the shot. And then Dendoncker just anticipates and taps in for an easy goal. You see what I mean? Wolves did not have to work for that chance. Wolves did not have to work for this chance. And I'm sorry to any Wolves fans in it, because I'll trust me, I'm going to big up your defense in a second, because their defending today was fantastic. Fantastic. Saiss, Cody, Kilman, superb. I've already spoken about Semedo, quality today. Yeah? But offensively, I'm going to say it. I'm not putting it down to them. I'm putting it down to us. And you'll see it on Match of the Day today. Every single good opportunity they created today was as a result of Spurs giving away the ball in precarious situations. Ben Davies has literally booted this ball to Dendoncker, who's got the freedom of the pitch right on the edge of our box, because Lloris has set him off in the back foot. It's unacceptable from Hugo Lloris. So we're 2-0 down within the first sort of 20-odd minutes, and that's killed the game completely. That's game done, finito. The game is over. It's done, finished. Absolutely finished. The game is over. At that point, the game is done, nailed and buried. This is a side that have conceded 17 goals this season. Wolves have conceded 17 goals this season. I repeat, Wolves have conceded 17 goals this season. 17 goals this season. That is the third best defensive record in the league. And you are 2-0 down to them at your own ground. The game is done. If there's one team that you don't want to go down to, it's Wolves, especially when they're playing away from home. The way they have defended this season, the game was over, finished, done. Done. There's a reason why they've conceded 17 goals this season. It's because defensively, they are organized. It was already going to be a tough game at 0-0. But at 2-0, when you've gifted them 2 easy goals, the game was over. And Lloris, hang your head in shame. You have cost us today. You've cost us big time. For all the time I praise Lloris, it's time to criticize today. You've cost us. That's 3 big points. 3 big points gone down the drain. Gone down the drain. It's just not on. And every time I say these things on Twitter, when I speak to my friends and chat and stuff, like, I try to be optimistic about some players. I try to be optimistic about Conte. But there's only so much optimism you can have when you see the same shit over and over again. When you see the same players fuck up week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. Even when we win, these same players are fucking up. But yes, so sorry, I'm just meant to sit here and say, yeah, cool. I trust you. I trust you to get the job done. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Fucking embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The other day, when I was like, I remember after the Brighton game, I was happy. I was looking forward to this week of games, 2 back-to-back home games after that performance. I was like, yeah, we actually played really well against Brighton. We created a lot of chances. We defended really well. The only goal they scored was a bit of sloppy play and a deflection. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling fairly confident in Spurs can win these games. And look at how this team have disgraced us. I remember tweeting saying it's only Brighton, but I was really happy with that performance at both ends. A guy commented back saying, "How can you say it's only Brighton? They're the top. They're one of the best teams in the league. This is that and the other." I said it's only Brighton because they've only won 7 matches out of 23 this season. And what I meant by that is, for all Conte's good work, this team are yet to beat one of the best, one of the better sides, the top 6 sides and 7th place or whatever. We haven't beaten any of those sides in any of the fixtures we played against them in the league. Fantastic. We beat West Ham in the cup. We crawled to the semi-final. We beat Brighton in the FA Cup. But when we played Chelsea, we lost. When we played Liverpool, we drew. Yeah. Even Everton, who are fighting for relegation this season, in one of Conte's first game, we couldn't even create at that point in time. So yeah, what the fuck? Sorry, there's just weird people. Mods, please do your job, man. What the hell? Why are these weirdos just coming into the chat? But yeah, man, it's just. I just fear for this team. I seriously fear for this team. And I don't really get where people get their confidence from that this team are going to get top 4. Why do people always talk as if Spurs are any different to Arsenal, to Man United? If Spurs were if Spurs had some edge over these teams, wouldn't it be reflected in our standing in the table? All this talk about, games in hand hype. Fuck off. Honestly, fuck off. Stop telling me about games in hand. Win them, then let's talk. Fucking hell, man. But yeah, Lloris cost us. Absolutely cost us. But he wasn't the only one. As I mentioned, Wolves, their offensive play today, too many times we were just giving them the run at our goal. Yeah. I can point to Ben Davies for the second goal, and Lloris. I can point to Lloris for the first goal. I can point to Matt Doherty for literally heading the ball inside his box to Jimenez to again take the ball down and work Lloris. I can talk about Harry Winks inadvertently giving away the ball on more than one occasion to Podence, to Neves, who were slipping players in and they were getting their shots off at goal. Yeah. I can talk about Davinson Sanchez in the second half. Absolute bozo, absolute clown. His first touch is so heavy that it basically ends up being a pass. Loses the ball right on the edge of our box. And it goes to Podence, who slips in Jimenez. And Jimenez is in one-on-one with Lloris. It's just, I just don't understand this team. Even Romero gave away the ball a couple of times in the second half, and that's rare. That's rare. It's just this team. They're just, when you look at the goals you conceded, you watch Match of the Day midweek. You saw the caliber of goals we conceded to Southampton. Comedy goals. And then just wait. For those who haven't seen it, just wait until you see the goals today. Embarrassing. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Why do we keep, and I say we loosely because it's not all our fan base, but there are some fans who keep expecting these shit players who have just underperformed for years to just all of a sudden just become good. Oh, yeah, keep Eric Dyer. Oh, he's class. Oh, Davinson Sanchez is going to come good. Oh, yeah, Harry Winks, remontada. Yeah. Oh, Cess, no, he's young. He's got potential. Oh, no, you can't say this about this player. It's too negative. When are we going to learn? These players aren't good enough. Remember Lucas Moura? I'll get called harsh because I call this guy a bonehead. What did he do today? What did he do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, you're too harsh on Lucas Moura. Oh, yeah. Get Bergwijn and get this player. It doesn't matter. The team isn't good enough. Period. The team isn't good enough. But anyway, there's more. There's more I need to talk about. So, spoken about the Conte not playing in a free. Spoken about Lloris. Spoken about players just inexplicably giving the ball away. And now I'm going to talk about the reliable players, the players that are meant to be good, and how they're fucking up. For what it's worth, I thought Bentancur was okay. I heard people say that he didn't play that well. I think that's bullshit. Watch the game. Bentancur was all right today. I don't think he did much wrong. But Harry Kane, a guy who was hot in form, poor performance today. Poor performance on Wednesday in the box, and today poor. The one chance he had, hit it straight at the keeper of his left foot. Tight angle, but yeah, you expect that he should do better. But generally, he was poor today. He was poor. I don't think he did enough to work Wolves. I think he tried a little bit in the first half, but he was poor. Son, poor. Clean through on goal by, I can't remember who it was that put him through on goal. It might have been Harry Kane. I think it was Harry Kane, actually. And he just fucked up the chance. He was so bad today, son. He was so bad. Really, really bad today. Missed a couple chances. Yeah, it was just poor. It was just poor. The attackers, Son and Kane are literally it for our attack. Like, if they are not firing, we're pissed. We're actually pissed. So we can't afford for them to have as poor a game as they did today. Like, we need them to bang. We need them to bang. But anyway, Wolves, as I said, banging defending, man. Banging defending today. Like, they were excellent. The blocks today, limiting us to the number of chances we could create. Like, aerially, they were strong. Like, as soon as every time Son got the ball today, they put like 3 or 4 players around him. Like, they were excellent defensively. They were excellent. Sorry, apologies. It was Bentancur, guys. Apparently, yeah. But Son was bad today. But I think he was bad because Semedo didn't let him play. Kilman didn't let him play. Cody didn't let him play. Saiss didn't let him play. Wolves were excellent defensively today. And I think they did a job against Harry Kane, but poor. The reliable players, we need you to step up. The purple patch players now. Harry Winks, absolutely diabolical performance in midfield today. This guy is scary. It's scary that we are on our knees for Oliver Skip to come and save us yet again. Oh, Skip, we need him to come and save us yet again because too many poor players. Too many poor players. Davinson Sanchez, complete mush. He's turned to mud again. I'm literally now begging for the same Eric Dyer who's been poleaxed by Man City on several games. I'm begging for Eric Dyer to be fit next week because we can't start Davinson Sanchez. We just can't. Even Conte said in his press conference today that maybe it's a mistake that Rodon's not getting a lot of minutes. Listen, I don't rate Rodon highly, but I don't think he's a bad player. I don't think Joe Rodon is a bad player. I think Spurs should have done the right thing and should have sold him in January and used the funds to reinvest at the back. But if he's here, listen, it's a savior syndrome again. We're going to bring Joe Rodon in and he's going to play okay for a couple games. And then when he fucks up, we'll be asking for Davinson Sanchez to come back into the team. I'm tired of these short-term fixes. The squad is poor. Fix the fucking squad. Fix this shit team. Just fix it already. Tired of relying on these nothing players. I'm tired, bro. Just fix this team so we don't have to do the whole fucking Captain Save-A-Hole charade every single other game. Oh, this player is going to save us. Oh, that player is going to save us. Bruv. And for all I said, Davinson Sanchez needs to hit bench. He's been absolutely shocking. And it's not even a saving thing. I'm not going to lie. It's not even, I know I said what I just said now, but it's not even a saving thing now. It's literally damage limitation. It's literally damage limitation. Just get him out of this team because the guy looks like a fish out of water right now. He's gone back to his usual Bullshit. Oh, God. We've got so many back. Like, deep how many rubbish players Spurs have. Sessegnon, Doherty, Lo Celso, who went on loan, Davinson Sanchez, Ben Davies, Harry Winks, even Højbjerg has been crap. Lucas Moura is so unreliable. Bergwijn, nothing players. So many nothing players. Did I mention Sessegnon as well? Fuck me. There is a serious dearth in quality in this team. And we know this, and yet we expect that these players will somehow galvanize themselves to get a top 4 finish. Make it make sense to me. It's actually scary how many bad players we have. They are so bad. They're so bad. Like so bad. Doherty. There was a guy on Twitter. That was sarcastic to me when I said, well, I can't remember what. Yeah, I responded to someone's tweet by saying Matt Doherty coming in is not going to change a damn thing. There's no difference. You may as well just continue playing the bummy Emerson. What difference will Matt Doherty add? He's not good. He's not gonna change anything. If anything, the only difference is he's not as athletic as Emerson. That's it. He's just as much of a liability, if not more so defensively. And offensively, he offers us nothing. He offers us nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh no, start him. What did he do today? Gave away the ball 1,000 times. Barely, I think he put in like maybe 1-2 crosses all game. Every single time he got the ball near the halfway line or beyond it, he would pass it back. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. A player who I thought was going to bang at Spurs. Rubbish. Rubbish. We tried it. 15 million, worth the gamble. It didn't work. Why did we keep him in the summer? It's ridiculous. So, I've spoken about Kane and Son. I've spoken about Moura. I've spoken about the midfield. Now, I got to speak about Kulusevski. I've got to speak about Kulusevski because my goodness, stinky cameos. I'm not gonna lie, stinky cameos. The cameo against Southampton was poor, but today he was actually on the pitch for around 35 minutes onwards, and he was awful today. And I like Kulusevski. You lot saw my player profile. He had zero impact off this bench. Zero impact on our performances. Touch was heavy. Link-up play was poor. He looked like he was struggling with the pace of the game. Like he just looked like visibly off the pace. Several misplaced passes. He just looked so out of sync with the rest of the team. It just looked like a fish out of water. Listen, Kulusevski is 21 years old. He's not going to adapt to this league straight away. He's still a young player. He's always going to need time to adapt, which is why Kulusevski and Bentancur, good players, but them alone, it wasn't enough of a good window. But listen, Kulusevski, I'm literally reading off my notes now. I like him, man. I think he's going to come good for Spurs. I'm already getting corn in my group chats. I think he's a baller, man. I think he's got talent. I think he's got good technical quality. I think he will come good for Spurs, but today was not good enough. We're gonna, if he's gonna be a permanent fixture, at the very least, we need more than that. I'm not even asking him to come in and score a goal a game or do a madness. At the bare minimum is to put in a decent performance. That's all. The bare minimum I just need is to put in a decent performance. I'm not asking for goals and assists galore. Just put in a decent performance because that's what we didn't get today. It's a shame. He's coming onto the pitch when we're 2-0 down against a well-organized side, but we're looking for him to help us with a little bit of a spark, and he just was found wanting. It was like a fish out of water today. He wasn't good. It's not to say that he'll be like this forever, and I don't think he'll be like this forever. I just want to say that now. He won't be like this forever. I expect that Kulusevski will put in better performances for Spurs because he is a good player. But today, the performance was not good. We just got to keep it a buck. We just got to keep it a buck. Just keep it real. Call a spade a spade. The guy was pants today. Wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only player that was bad today. We had several bad performances today. Some was awful, as I've mentioned. Kane was bad. Winks was diabolical. Lloris cost us the game. Doherty was a shambles. Ben Davies was a shambles. Sanchez was horrendous. Even Romero didn't really have a great game. Mora, anonymous. Yeah. We'll just call a spade a spade. He wasn't good. He wasn't good. It's a sticky period for us. I can't lie. Because it will be 4 games back-to-back L's. 4 games back-to-back L's. Man City are literally just steamrolling everyone. Let me even see the results recently. Because it's scary what they're going to do to our right-hand side. It's scary. It is scary. I'm probably going to get Big Steve on for a preview. It's fucking scary what they're going to do to our right-hand side. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Why am I going to this game next Saturday? I actually was at this game today. I was there at halftime thinking, why on earth did I become a Spurs fan? Like, why? Why did I become a Spurs fan? Honestly, I really hope that all of this pain, it amounts to something later in my life because this is long. So, yeah, Man City have won. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. We are going to get battered. We're going to get hammered. Wow. So Man City's last home results. So 2-0 against Brentford, 1-0 against Chelsea, 6-3 against Leicester, 7-0 against Leeds, 2-1 against West Ham, 3-0 against Everton. Oh, my Lord. My God, we're going to get battered. We are going to get cooked. What's crazy is Spurs are still in this top 4 race. But my answer stays the same. This team, I don't have any confidence in them getting in this spot. All the positives that we can point to are just negated by just the weighing anchor of dross. There's so much dross at this club that just weighs this club down. And the fucking idiots that have the power and the authority to make something happen and change that, they don't. The owners, the director of football, the clowns who are planning for this squad. Look at your planning. You've left a world-class manager with Emerson and Matt Doherty as his right wing-back options. You've left him with Winks, Højbjerg, Bentancur, and Skip as his only midfield options. You've left him with 1 senior striker. 1. You've left him with Sanchez, Dyer, Romero, Davies, Rodon, and Tanganga as his back 3 options. Absolutely pathetic. And then we'll see some bullshit video from Paratici saying, "Oh, we have our vision is to reduce the age of the squad. This is that." Big man, bring me good players. I don't care if they're 19 or 35. Bring me good fucking players. Is that so much to ask? Is that too much to ask to just have good players? I'm not even asking for elite players. Just good players. Players that don't shit their pants as soon as they get the ball. Fucking hell, man. You would think that Spurs fans are asking for their club to be kitted out to the nines. Just give me a player who can actually control a football and pass, progress play without shitting their pants as soon as they feel a bit of pressure. I think in a way it's good that this has happened now. It was going to happen anyway. Spurs were going to drop points anyway, but I think it's good that it's happened now because it at least gives these players and our fan base a reality check that you're not just going to waltz into the top 4 just because you have games in hand. It doesn't mean that you're going to win them. You actually have to play well to win them. You have to earn your points in this league. I can't think of a single game this season outside of Wolves where Spurs have played poorly and won. Spurs don't have the capability to play badly and win anymore. Okay, let me rephrase. Spurs, we don't play well game to game, but what I'm saying is Spurs don't have the capability to not create like enough goal scoring chances and still jam your win. We don't have that Man United quality about us. Every single game we've lost this season, we've deserved to lose. We deserve to lose. Even with Kane and Son, we finished 7th last year. We have 2 match winners in our team, and we are still shit. What does that tell you about this team? Anyway, let me put in the super chat from Bartek. Thought Emerson was decent today. You have an agenda. You're talking rubbish. Thank you for the super chat, but you're talking rubbish. The guy came on for like 6-7 minutes. Tell me what was good about his performance. What are you talking about? Anyway, thank you for the super chat. 567 of you in here. You lot really love my pain, innit? Anyway, subscribe to my channel, please. Smash the likes. It's a lot of people watching in real time. Smash the likes, please. Subscribe to the channel. Share it. Ask a friend to ask a friend to ask a friend to ask a friend to subscribe. Yeah? Get the likes up, please. Man City away next week. I'm probably going to have to do a post-match Instagram live or maybe a post-match reaction the following day because it's going to be long doing that. Yeah, that's going to be techie after the game because I'm really going to have nowhere to do it. Yeah, and guys, I'm nearly on 6K. Get me to 6K subscribers, please. But yeah, to summarize, Antonio Conte is still a boss. Spurs have a shocking squad. Winks sucks. Sanchez shit. Cess shit. Doherty shit. Emerson shit. Højbjerg struggler. Mora bonehead. Should I continue? Should I continue? Dyer donkey. Ben Davies. In fact, maybe that's a bit harsh on Dyer, but Dyer bozo. Ben Davies donkey. Just yeah, it's yeah. It's scary. It's scary how bad this team is, and a lot of people say, "Oh no, it's not that bad." When you actually deeper and go through it man for man, every single time I look at our lineup, I want to vomit. I want to vomit, but yet Spurs will still somehow be in this top 4 race right up until the end, only to see them lose it to Man United, or even worse. Even worse. Oh God, imagine if Arsenal get it. They're in the driving seat right now. So let's see if they can cope with the pressure. Let's see if they can cope with the pressure. I just feel sorry for Antonio Conte. I think even though he knew how shit we were, he probably didn't expect it was this bad. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're nearly at the hour. Look out for the THFC show this week with me and Fuad. Yeah, look out for the show. Look out for the show. Trust me and Fuad, we don't hold back. We'll be free in the realness about several players. Bruv, he's going to cook Lloris. He's going to cook the shit out of Lloris. Thank you for getting me to 6K as well. Apparently, let me just quickly check that now. Okay, let me just check. Sorry, guys, I need to see it to believe it. Channel, boom, 6K. Brap, you lot are sick, man. Thank you. Why don't I do a show of expressions? I ask him. I'll speak to him. I'll speak to him. I'll speak to him. He was on the THFC show, so will be on the THFC show here and there. Christian Velasquez says, Tobs, stop being so negative. Process takes time, bro. Respectfully, shut up. Respectfully, shut up. I've been more than patient. Jamie, big up for the super chat. He says, Kyle Walker-Peters is better than any right back we've had since Walker left, but he didn't think he was good enough for Spurs. At the time, he wasn't good enough for Spurs, but he was a Premier League player. He was a Premier League player. I knew he wasn't bad, but we needed more. I didn't think Kyle Walker-Peters was better than Aurier, for instance, but yeah, he's certainly better than Emerson and Matt Doherty, for sure. But thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna oh, we. Sorry, you said we. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad, G. No thoughts on Harry Kane's performance. I've given my thoughts, bro. You got to rewind. You'll see it. I didn't think he played well today. I thought he was poor. Yeah. See you lot on the Big Six tomorrow. See you lot on the THFU show on Tuesday. See you lot on Thursday or Friday for the preview of Big Six. And see you on IG Live or YouTube for the post-match reaction after Saturday's game. Thank you for tuning in, people. Thank you for getting me to 6K. Still 540 of you watching in real time here. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Keep on supporting, and I'm going to get some more content out for you lot. Thank you for tuning in. Take care, peace out, and have a great Sunday evening.